Hello guys and welcome to Cali, Colombia. Today's lesson is gonna be how to add Chontaduro to your shakes, your protein shakes. Chontaduro is really good. It has a lot of good healthy fats and high in vitamins and minerals. All my fruits already been washed. I'm gonna begin with an apple. Now we get the Chontaduro. I leave the skin on. I recommend that the first time you run this, take the skin off. Once you get used to it, then you can keep it on. It's a little bit intense to have the skin on, but I want it for the extra vitamins. I was always trained that there's more vitamins and minerals inside the skin that a lot of people throw away. They typically do that so that it's more palatable. I don't care. I'm in this for the health reasons. Throw the seeds out. Then I cut these puppies up. I don't have a cutting board, so I improvise. I live in an Airbnb. I live out of Airbnbs, so you gotta know how to improvise. That's about 4 ounces of Chontaduro. Just eyeing it, that's about 4 ounces of apple. Typically this is going to go over our average carb in a meal, but I don't care because I exercise. Cut these puppies up. If you really want this to taste really good, you freeze this beforehand. I didn't have time for that. I just wanted to get this in and show you. If you freeze that ahead of time, it's going to taste better. But I improvise. I'm going to throw some ice in, and it'll end up being just as good at the end of the day. Throw your ice. Throw your fruit. You can throw honey in this also, but I have more than enough carbs, and I don't want to add any more. I don't want to add any more carbohydrates to my shake, so I'm going to leave carbs out. But the first time you try this, throw the extra honey in there. It's going to help you get used to the new taste that you'll be adding to your palate with the Chontaduro. I always like to do things in strides, you know, one step at a time into the water, and people tend to like things better that way. You don't always have to dump them into the deep end, and they go into shock when they taste something that they're not used to. I'm only doing 1 scoop of the whey protein because I'm limited to the amount that I have. Normally I do 2. Mixes it up nicely. Do it what's best for you. This is what I do, I pulse it. Then when it gets a little funky, I make sure I get all that whey protein in, because that's where your protein is. I eat 6 meals a day, usually 3 solid and 3 shakes. But let me tell you, turn this way. Let's take a rip out of this. Remember, the first time you taste Chontaduro, it's going to be a little bit different for you. You got to get used to it. So for that, I always recommend you throw in a little bit of that miel. It's really going to help you get used to it. And then as time goes on, you can back away from it. It gets a little bit too intense, you add a little bit in. So it's a game you play with yourself to keep you eating good food, but still keep it palatable enough that you stay on track with your diet. Enjoy. This is a smoothie, Colombian style. Colombia es una chimba mal parido.